there is a downtime in everyone's life. There's a time where you have to look up to someone that I'm not feeling well. What should I do? And when you look around, and if you find people that are in the same mess as you are, that are feeling the same things, that you feel consoled that yes, there are people in this together, and no one is perfect. My name is Abhay Kumar, and I am basically from Himachal Pradesh, and I have done my chemical engineering from NIT Hamirpur. During the engineering, it's known to everyone actually that not many people study over there, and that was the case with me too. For first 3 years, it was all fun and everything. So I only got actually serious about studies and GATE in the final year only. Being the very first batch of chemical engineering in our college, not many companies came there for our recruitment, and I didn't get any job during my final year. Actually, during my final year of the college, I started in August. I gave GATE twice. That was in the year 2017 and 2001 and 2018. During the GATE 2017, it happens in the first and second week of February. During the GATE that I gave in 2017, I did not do very well. I did good. I did okay. But the main thing that I am very thankful about that preparation is that I actually was on the right track on making my concepts clear. I couldn't get much practice on the questions, but I made the concepts clear from the basic books, from the standard books that there are for the subjects. So during the GATE 2017, during my first GATE, I actually scored 63 marks out of 100. And during my second year, I got 80.67 marks. Now, the coincidence here is that I attempted exactly 86 marks of questions, but the improvement was a lot because the first year I only could work on the questions. I only could work on the concepts, not on the questions, sorry. And during the second year, I knew that my drawbacks, my limitations were in the question because during the previous year, during the first year that I gave, the only mistakes that I did was in the numerical question, and therefore I knew that I needed to work on those, and that is what I did. I started with fluid dynamics, there was thermodynamics, and heat transfer and mass transfer. I really like those subjects, but there are other subjects. These subjects account for somewhere around 8 to 12 marks per subject. The other subject is mathematics. Obviously, it also accounts for somewhere around 10 to 12 marks in every year. But the thing is that there are smaller subjects, easier subjects actually, which sometimes people tend to forget, which sometimes people tend to oversee. They account for 4-5 marks, but these 4-5 marks are actually very crucial. And these subjects are very easy to get on with, and these subjects are very small to cover because they take hardly half the time that these long subjects do. And I think if someone plans accordingly, if someone does their planning accordingly, they can actually do very well in GATE. During the GATE 2017, the exam was easy, and we expected the same to happen in 2018, but the reverse happened. It came out to be very much tougher, and it was lengthier. It was much lengthier than the GATE 2017, and it was everyone that came from exam had the same thing on their mouth, that they didn't do well. And I was just praying and hoping that if I could just reach the score that I reached last year, I would be in top 100 or maybe 200. And but when the coaching institutes actually released their answer keys 2 or 3 days later, and I was actually surprised that I did so well. I according to the answer key, I was scoring somewhere around 78.67 out of the 86 marks question that I had attempted, and I kind of knew at that point of time that I was surely gonna make it into top 20 at least. The thing is that I cannot tell strategy that how something is going to work for someone. else, because I have to find it for myself. In my case, I know I could have done it without coaching because my concepts were clear, and I knew that I could have done it without coaching. But all I needed, all I went to coaching was for students, to be around students. Because I knew that there is a downtime in everyone's life. There's a time where you have to look up to someone that I'm not feeling well. What should I do? And when you look around, and if you find people that are in the same mess as you are, that are feeling the same things, that you feel consoled that yes, there are people in this together, and no one is perfect. No one is going. No one is this genius that he is like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do everything. And there are down times and there are up times. There are times of high morale. There are times of low morale. But the thing is, you have to stay determined. You have to show up every day. One thing that is very, very important is consistency. For the 8 months of my preparation that started, I think, on 2nd June of 2017 until 3rd February 2018, I never took a day off. Maybe there were days where I studied less, but I made sure that I compensated for that in some other days, because the progress has to be made. I personally feel that somewhere around 150 people would have known the concepts or would have worked harder than me, but I was able to score on that day because I kept myself calm. I was able to focus more, and I was actually able to manage my time better than those people, and I'm actually very grateful for that. And it's something that you have to practice. For that, you have to give mock tests and get yourself in an environment for every mock test as if it is your real test. And I think everyone who has actually faced mock tests and actually done good in the final exam would say the same, because it's very important to stay calm on the D-Day. GATE is an exam by the IITs for the IITs. That's how it originated. It was actually meant for the higher studies, masters in IITs. But over the time, the public sector undertakings, they have been recruiting through GATE for last few years. And many people have been joining through the GATE examination. And the opportunity that GATE provides are higher education in the premier colleges in the country, the PSU jobs, and there are also foreign universities that take GATE scores. Every PSU actually has a different timeline of their advertisement when they release their advertisement for job notifications. So we have to look for them individually. We have to actually keep an eye on every organization that hires through the GATE. There are actually applications and websites that actually do that for you, that they provide the notification when some company releases their advertisement, and you have to apply for them individually. However, in the case of masters, there is a common portal where you have to register yourself, but after that you have to go to individual sites to do some procedures, and we can get through that. I wanted to join power sector, and actually the thing is that other companies, for example NTPC, BHEL, they do not recruit chemical engineers. So I was left with a few companies, and in all those also I only applied for these 3 companies, and I was recruited for IOCL and ONGC. During my engineering also, I like the subject mass transfer. I thought I would be working in refineries in IOCL, but unfortunately I am not right now. The thing is that I was more into IOCL because of the work that it does in refining. I do not want to do exploring that ONGC does, because personally I feel that I wouldn't have been able to do the 14 days rig job that ONGC offers in some locations, that you have to go on rigs. You have to be in water for 14 on rigs, and then you have a 14-day leave. And I wanted to do a regular job, and I actually wanted to go in refining, but right now I'm not. So after the GATE score, they mail you that you have been shortlisted, and they provide you with the date for which you have to come with your documents with originals for the verification. Now in ISEL you have group discussion and personal interview. However, those are not actually knockout rounds where after group discussion you will not be allowed to do the personal interview if you are not doing well. So in case of IUCL, you do a GD and then there is a personal interview. However, in case of ONGC, in my time, there was only personal interview. You go there with your documents, you get them verified, and you will give your personal interview and come back. However, in case of HPCL, the group discussion and group task are actually knockout rounds. And I couldn't make it there actually. In the group discussion I got out. In ISCL, it's GD and interview collectively holds for somewhere around 15%, and 85% is actually gate score. Same is for ONGC, where 85% is actually your gate and your college education. If you have a degree, undergraduate degree, you get I think 20 marks, and if you have a master's degree, you get master's or PhD, you get 25 marks. Plus 60% is for your gate score, and 15% is for your PI in ONGC. GD in IOCL for 2 times, the first gate and the second time that I have given, and both the times it was actually a very good environment, because everyone gets to speak their mind, and everyone was listened to. So that was a very nice experience, and the topics were also very good. For example, how is digitization helping us, and should the Aadhaar card be made the universal ID card, identity card, and what are the boons and banes of population explosion and all of that. For the interviews in both the organizations that I gave, actually it was a mix of both HR and technical. They ask you about your internship, how your college was, what your college project was, some technical questions that are related to GATE only, and they ask you about yourself. If you are in such a position, then what will you do? What does a leader do? And all of those questions, those basic HR questions that one can find anywhere. The only thing that you need to do is practice. It can only work with practice. You have to listen better, and you have to keep talking. If you are embarrassed and feeling that you cannot talk in that formal way with someone else, do that in front of a mirror. But somehow give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes if you're feeling underconfident in your communication skills, and with time it will go away. Build your vocabulary. Those are the basic things that anyone would say, and not me, and I'm personally not very good in communication myself.